Hey friend, what's up? So in this video, we're going to go over the top 10 lists over the past weekend ranked to find the least expensive list so we can see who the real winner of weekend ranked was. So let's get into it. Okay, so fan favorite taking it down was 16 out of 18 wins, triple question marks, question mark, question mark, question mark, slightly confused, not too confused, a $2,342 deck. They're running Zombie Control Death, very standard list for the most part, although they are running Wicked Fae and Voracious Fiend on the bottom end. They're also running Decaying Rhino, which is an interesting pick. Pretty standard top end, Therial Hortuck double demo. Strong list, really consistent, doesn't do well into combos, but is really good into aggro. So well done, 16 to 18, formidable run. 67.6% win rate overall for 68 games. It's impressive. And in second place, we also have Zombie Control Death with a $2,561 deck. Same exact win rate, 16 out of 18, just slightly lower MMR. Although they have a slightly lower win percent rate over significantly more games. So 177 games, 60.5% win rate. Similar deck, although they have quite a bit more ramp. So they don't run the zombie package on the bottom. They're running double Fanatic, double Rune Asp. And their top end is Polyhymnia, very high, Therial. Hortuck, double Ember Oni, and double Demo. So a lot greedier, double Martyr as well. Interesting, less of another deck and more of a get to my top end and win. Very cool. And in third place, believe it or not, another Zombie Control Death. Oh my gosh. This list is by Jack High. The 87.1% win rate over 31 games, which is insane. That's so high. Very different, right? A lot of one-ofs, which is interesting that they're able to maintain such a high win rate. So cards you don't see a lot, Helia the Illuminator. It is a 7-mana 6/6. When you play it, it wakes up your board, it gives them all ward, and you draw a card. So pretty high value, although you have to have board. They're also running Deuteria over Jason, which is interesting. As far as like an anti-fatigue mechanic in the late game. Tome Carver for heal, which is interesting. Deathwatch Curate for heal, also interesting. And Dust to Dust, one Bifurcating Curse, one APOC, one End Times. A lot of one-ofs. Don't let Clutch see this. I don't think he can handle it. But anyway, really, really impressive. $2,149 deck. Top 3, 15 out of 18 wins. Very, very strong. Very nice. Oh my. In fourth place, 15 out of 18 wins as well. We have Nagrub with Control Deception. Love to see it. Apparently someone didn't play zombies this weekend. It is a mid-rangey looking deception list with the top end. I mean, you have Avatar of Deception, you have Lady Marcella, Blade Borrower's Umber Arrow, even Contract Broker, which is really cool to see. Double Reflection Elementalist, so it's more of a tempo forward list. 80.3% win rate over 76 games, very consistent. Nagrub's a very good player. So no Umberonis, no Witherfingers. You have the double demo on the top end, Hortuck Therial, and just a lot of removal, double Candy Chain. And it looks like they're taking Orpheo's Distraction. I actually really want to try the list out. It looks pretty fun. Well done, sir. Very strong. In fifth place, with a $47.58 list, we have, once again, fan favorite, triple question mark. Very impressive with a 15 out of 18 run. Under $50, that is a very impressive. Still running Leviathan Hunters, which is interesting. Feral Shapeshifters, they are so good. Valk on the top end, pretty standard aggro list. 78.9% win rate over 19 games is formidable. So well done, sir. In sixth place, we have Board Wipe Death with a $1,462 Methuselah Board Wipe Death player with a 66.7% win rate over 12 games. I'm sure this changed the card in a slightly different iteration. They're running double demos, double APOC on their top end. They have the Mill Sleep package with Jason for the anti-fatigue. Very cool, really fun to see. Even Reap. Reap isn't something that gets played a lot, so love to see it. Really well done. In seventh place, we have Mr. Doctor with a $96.40 deck, running a mid-range death deck, topping out with Overseer Vitality, Vampiric Skull. Very cool. And this is more of a zombie deck. It looks like they have Corpse Explosion, so they do have the combo potential, which I really like. Very, very cool. Yeah. Kyra for removal, Wicked Fae, Voracious Fiend. It seems like it's very fast, and it seems really strong. A 69% win rate over 58 games. Very impressive. Well done, Mr. Doctor. 8th place, believe it or not, another zombie control death deck. Oh my gosh, what's happened to the meta? $2,350 deck and 24 cents. Coming in with a 14 out of 18 win run. Pretty greedy. They have a 69% win rate as well. Over 42 games. The only person who played the list. They have Paula Himney on the top end, Therial, Hortuk, Ember Oni, Double Demo, Jason as well. 1 APOC, 1 Reap. Very cool. Also running Tomb Carver. Jack High ran Tomb Carver, I believe. So really strong. I mean, the archetype seems like it's doing really well. Well done, sir. Kirk, well done. 9th place. So help me, Lord have mercy. Another zombie control death deck. I don't know if I've seen this much control death in the top 10 ever. Mad Lobo taking it down 14 out of 18. The greediest we have seen so far with the Pakrias on the top end. No Kopesh, which is really interesting. Double Necroceptor, Ariel, Hortuk, Double Demo, and Jason. They are running 2 ramps, so it's almost board wipe death. They do have the Cursed Obelisk, the Double Necroceptor, and I guess Perseverance, and that's enough for it to be a control zombie deck over board wipe death. They're really strong and apparently very consistent list. 68% win rate, almost got that. 68.8, so close to 69. Lobo, what are you doing with your life? Over 80 games, super consistent, really well done. Nice, sir, very cool. 10th place, triple question marks again. Wow, how exciting. Running Control Deception, and this is slightly less expensive. This is $159.29. They do have Paula Himney on the top end, which is pretty greedy, and Witherfingers. Looks like they have Witherfingers over demos, Hortuk, Ember Oni, Saris, To Not Die, which is very important, and the Divine Coronet. And this is the flip iteration. You play Coronet, you flip for it, you find it, you win game. 66.3% win rate over 88 games. Very consistent, really impressive. But, as we all know, the real winner of Weekend Ranked was triple question marks. Fan favorite with their $47 and $63 deck. You got 5th place with a 15 out of 18 win run over Weekend Ranked, which is crazy. That's so good. So we are going to try this list out. They had a 78.9% win rate. The overall average is 56.9 with 510 games played on the list. So let's try it out, see how we do. Hopefully we can get a win. All right, so we've made the huge mistake of going second. We'll try our best. Hopefully we can still win. Yep, so this is, I think, the second or third week in a row we've seen Aggro War being the least expensive list in the top 10. So let's see if we can get a win. I kind of like this pretty reactive hand. Maybe we send this back and look for like a Blade of Sticks, but okay. We're going to hurt ourselves a lot, although we'll be able to get bored pretty easily. If we are playing standard aggro light, that goes wide. So depending on what they play here, if they pip or not. Okay, they're going to pip to protect that. If they pip, we play Tavern Brawler. If they do not pip, we play Woodcutter Imp. Nice. So we know that this can't be levied. We get a decent amount of value. Interesting. Okay, scary.
Get ready.
The card we sent back. Nice. That's actually a good card, so we're happy with it. And so when I play Nubians, I always make it a point to kill the Soulless, right? So when they play Reach into the Black, they don't pull this back and get another Soulless if we kill it. So it's, I mean, it's just habit. So we're just gonna try and keep up. So they can bump. I mean, I assume they're running Holy Writ. I don't think you run double skeletons without it, or like just the 1-drops, right?
Nothing like the sweet scent of rotting flesh.
Okay. And they're gonna buff this up again. Sheesh. So they have all the board right now. Balkus is gonna be huge. Okay, so we kill this for sure, because it has the most health. It's safe to say they probably have Holy Writ in hand. They probably try and trade this out in Holy Writ. They get 2 really healthy creatures, or they can just spit out another Acolyte and go face. I feel like it's a race to Volkas, but I don't know if it's going to matter by the time we get it. Okay. So we're actually going to get bored here, or get pretty close to having it, which is really nice. We'll have both imps. Sure. And we're going to be ahead in favor. Barrel Shapeshifter may just be better. Right, otherwise we're floating in mana. I kind of like this. I think this is actually pretty strong. Then we have Imp for follow-up, and this is just such a good neutral card. 4 mana 4/4 from the core set. You get it by leveling up. Hidden for 1 turn or deal 1 damage. It combos so well with so much. You can put it in Hidden Rush, you can put it in Aggro War, put it in Aggro Nature, really. I mean, it's wild, so it's going to synergize with Wildfire. Draw the Hydra, okay. So they trade this out. They can spit out an Acolyte, yeah, okay. So they're doing a good job of taking advantage of their god power. We have not used ours once yet. So I kind of like this. We can go here. I guess we go here.
That is not possible.
Yeah, they have to buff their board to deal with ours.
Let them squirt.
Alright, so there's a really good chance they have a Vexing Vicar in hand. They're probably running 2, if not at least 1. We have this coming down next turn with Protected, which can be really good. If we keep our Relic, it's actually great. Right. Vexing Vicar, Vesper of Concessions. Vexing Vicar, that's a Vexing Vicar. Right, so they have Relicate. Bummer. And they had Holy Writ as well. Double bummer. So they can trade out Imp, they can trade out here, or they can just go face. All of which aren't fantastic for us. Interesting. Okay, so they're going to leave our Imp alive, so we take damage when we trade, which is fine.
My turn.
So we can save our 1-drop. I think this is fine. We're going to go here. And I mean, And I think we just go face. I really like Volkas here. It's going to remove the backline and they're protected if they do have order. It's actually going to be really good for us. CERN would be pretty horrible here. They can CERN, or even Inquisitor Informant, make trade, go face, Rune of Fire, and we're just so far behind. This is kind of going first over going second. They don't have order. Levy or Extortionist is no good. Okay, interesting. So not going for Rune of Fire. I doubt they're going to try trading. Oh, okay. Whoa, that's so good for us. And so we clear out the whole board here, which is just so good. So good. Wow. We're happy with just the imp. Then we can play our 1-drop. We have a Viking, so we get 2 durability. Yeah! They have another Vesper Concessions. We're not worried. We have our Barbed Hook. We can pop Protected, kill it. Oh my gosh, we did it. Let's go. So we went second, which sucked, but we had a really good opener. The double imp and the Tavern Brawler is like a really, really reactive hand. Didn't get a Blade of Sticks, but we did get some low-cost relics, which they killed. Obviously terrified of our Leviathan Hunter, but really strong list. We were able to contest the board, and we drew pretty well, right? You got our 2 drops early into all of our 4 drops, which is kind of what we needed. Anyway, I will leave the deck code in the description below. Let me know what you think, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.